There's a heap of stuff you can do here, eh? What have you been up to?
So far I've eaten twice actually.
And the paraflying and all that?
Paraflying,
you got into that?
Yeah, paraflying, yeah.
Glad you lasted.
There's no jet skis though, I'm a bit disappointed in that one.
You didn't get the jet ski?
No jet ski, no.
We'll try and fit that in before you go back, which is tomorrow, eh? Timo!
Oh, right.
Hello, hello!
Well,
how's it been going, mate?
Great, yeah, terrific.
What else other than catamaraning have you been up to?
Well, I've been slaughtering sharks and generally, yes.
Look at this, muscles,
Thanks,
unbelievable stuff.
I tell you what, it's on the nose having us up here like this, I reckon. It's really rough.
You're loving it. Before you go back tomorrow, I would like to get to talk to you in the next couple of hours of the show, if I can. We have a bit of a chat about the career and what's going to happen and all that.
Got a career.
We'll wrap up.
Who wants a career?
You think we've got a career? No, let's stay here. We'll wrap up the first hour with this song. It's for Maggie, who we met at Simon and Janet. Got engaged. He's a sound guy.
Hi, Maggie.
Got engaged last Saturday. Maggie was there. She said, I love Krista Berg's Don't Pay the Ferryman.
Don't Pay the Ferryman.
So here it comes. More of Split Enz a little later in the show. We'll have to help you out with this boat. Let's go.
Let's go, come on.
All right. You've been off the road for, it seems like forever. How long is it?
Yeah, well,
At least
reports
6
vary.
months now.
Yeah,
since we came back from New Zealand was the last lot of touring we did. We did 2 shows in January in New Zealand.
Right.
2 big out open air festival type situations, and they were both very enjoyable. But at the moment, I think our priorities lie very heavily with the next album, and we're sort of mentally and physically preparing for that.
So how long will it be before you get back to do live work?
Wouldn't be till October, I wouldn't think.
Gee, that'll be a long time off the nearly a year.
It's been good for us though. It's really been good for the band to go off and do various individual things and just forget about being in a band for a while.
Yeah.
I think the benefits will show on the next album.
And on the next tour.
Cost-wise, is it really costly to be off the road, or does it work in reverse for you?
Yeah, it is.
It's actually a saving.
Well, yeah, both really. I mean, we did a couple of big shows over the summer that basically are paying us a wage through this period.
Right.
And it's not a huge problem, but it's easier.
It is expensive though, staying off the road. It is a factor to be taken into consideration, but we'd rather spend money on that and have the spirit of the band remain intact, I suppose.
Is there any time other than this time on the island that you've been away from music totally, and if so, what have you been doing?
Well,
What are some of your leisures?
I've been fairly busy doing my album. I had about 3 months off before that, but most of that was spent writing. But Neil's probably been leisurising away.
I'm busy being
Writing.
an expectant father, amongst other things.
Oh, congratulations.
Neil.
Is this
Hi,
a new
Karen.
scoop?
This is the
for
world
sounds?
scoop,
This
don't
is the scoop for sounds,
New
yeah.
scoop. You're beauty. Look, for how long before the...
Around September, I should be
Look, the kid.
beating them all. I've beaten them all to it.
Sagittarius, Capricorn, maybe.
No, it's Libra, I believe.
Libra.
Libra.
Beauty.
Good month. Passive, beautiful children.
Congratulations on that. I want to talk about the solo stuff that you've been doing and the stuff that you've been working on with other people.
All my days I will sing in praise of your forest waters and shining sand.
Beautiful, beautiful. Let's talk about the solo work, Timmy.
Okay,
What have you been up to? You did a solo album, didn't you?
Yes, I've finished my solo album. It's called Escapade, and it'll be out in about 6 weeks, I think, 5 or 6 weeks.
How much does that differ from the end stuff?
Well, I think it differs a reasonable amount, mainly in the arrangements. There wasn't much I could do with my voice. I was stuck with the one I
You
was
can't
given.
change that,
But the arrangements, the way the thing sounds, is quite different, I think. Neil's heard it. Ask him.
He missed us, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who actually played?
sibling rivalry, you know. I had the very good fortune to have 2 great people produce it for me, Ricky Fattar and Mark Moffat. Ricky played drums, and I used Sam McNally on keyboards, Chris Haig on bass, and Mark played guitar as well, engineered by Timmy Kramer, who's a wonderful person.
You didn't bring any of the other guys in from the group, eh?
No, I just kept well away.
Totally away.
Yeah.
Good on you.
We all
Done
figured
that,
that,
you know.
that if he was going to make a solo album, it had to be a solo album.
Just get out there and do it
get
on
out
your
there and
own.
do it, yeah.
Neil, you also did some stuff with Karen Ansell, didn't you?
Yes, I did. That was a couple of months ago now. I enjoyed that. It was the first time I've ever really helped anybody else out and realised the concentration and strain of having to sit there for the whole session.
Right. When does that come out, do you know?
Yeah, it should be out really soon, actually. In fact, in the next week or so, I'd say.
Neil
We're
became an
happy with
alcoholic on that session.
amongst other things.
It hasn't showed this visit to the island. You've been very good.
It's the sun and the sea, Donny.
A couple of quickies. Back on the road about October, so when's the next world tour?
Thereafter, October and onwards, through the Christmas, through January, February, I guess.
And the plan would be now to have that new album that you're working on out about that time too.
For sure, yeah.
In
Well,
October, yeah.
When we swing back, hopefully it'll be in a big way, so... people will forgive us our absence.
And then we'll come to today. And you see the changes of image and stuff.
They've got a New Zealander in the band now, Donny, of course.
Big
Can't
change
help
in
but
image,
improve
big
the image.
change
Big-
in image.
Huge change in image.
Is
yeah.
it important to a group to keep on changing, to actually stay, vibrant and on the scene?
Well, I mean, in my case, I probably could stay the same, because it's just
Exactly.
If you've got it, you've got it. But Neil, the rest of the guys, constantly changing, trying things out.
What are the next changes,
Depends on the music, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, it all comes from the songs all the time, really. In the old days, the songs were about pretty strange things, so were the costumes. But
Yeah, they were weird. at
we're a bit
first,
more
weren't
direct these days, I think, more human. So
they? That's with the ends. And by the way, thanks for being on the island with
It's
us. I
been
know
a
you've got to
pleasure.
get back to Sydney. Maybe we can get you before we finish the show. If not,
Well,
thanks
I've got to
again.
go out on the reef tonight, of course.
Oh, sweet.
Diving.
a few
but-
sharks.
Yeah, a few sharks left.
survived
He's
today.
tough.
Yeah.
He's really tough. He's got muscles like you wouldn't believe.
When we must say goodbye, soon you'll be sailing far across the
Bit of Maori stuff.